write 10 tunes, write another 10 songs, pick the best one song from those 10 songs, scrap the rest of them pretty much, and keep going until you've got 10. So you'd have to write, I guess, 100 songs and you get 10 good ones. Yo, people, what's going on? I'm back, man. Big up everyone supporting my YouTube channel. I went live the other day to do some chatting, man, and it was sick. Do you get me? Let me just check if this fucking thing's on. Hey, we're rolling, man. Alright, man, we're outside the band today. I'm keeping it clean for the first minute and then we'll talk like a human being. But this is what I'm saying, yeah, today. I got a couple notes and that, yeah. This one's titled, I wrote over 1,000 songs. And this is what I learned about songwriting, yeah. So hopefully I can, Right, so this is what I learned about songwriting over the years, yeah. I've approached songwriting as an outsider, do you know what I mean? I haven't been to fucking music school. I didn't go university or college or any higher education. I just taught myself how to do it. And this is what I've learnt, yeah. This was the biggest, most important bit of advice I ever got with songwriting. And it was actually from a guy at a record label. I can't remember what the label was called, but they were based in London. And the reason I was actually there at the record label was I was young. They invited me and my pal for a meeting because they heard a couple of our tunes. And we sat down with these guys and they were like in some high-rise tower thing. So we thought we was big time already. It was funny. And he said like, yeah, your tune's good, but what you want to do is go away, write 10 tunes, write another 10 songs, pick the best one song from those 10 songs, scrap the rest of them pretty much, and keep going until you've got 10. So you'd have to write, I guess, 100 songs and you get 10 good ones. That was the best bit of advice I've ever got about songwriting, and it's still with me to this day. I'm just gonna rattle these off, yeah, because I hate boring videos, yeah. And by the way, yeah, if you've got the attention span of like a fucking fly, you're probably not gonna enjoy these videos, and I need to calm the fuck down because I'm a human being. Oh, that's better. YouTube, what's going on, man? This is what I'm talking about, yeah. That was my first tip about songwriting. Yeah, what got me into songwriting in the first place? Most of you who know me know that I moved to London to create the most sickest band in the world. I moved to London when I was about 17, and I didn't go university or shit. I just got a job and tried to make a sick band. And now we've got a sick band. Do you get me? It's taken a long time. But I moved to London. Not many people know this because I wanted to be a jazz player, you know, like jazz music. And I went to all the jazz nights in London to try and play the jazz jam nights where you get up and play with other musicians and just jam. And there's like people drinking wine in there and stuff. I realized this is the moment where I realized that I couldn't do jazz music. I wanted to get up and sing a Frank Sinatra song, Come Fly With Me. So I practiced Come Fly With Me sitting on a park floor in London all day. And then that night I was like, nah, man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get up there. I'm going to say, yo, I want to do Come Fly With Me. And what you do at these jam nights is you join like a proper band on stage, like a pro jazz band. And you say, I want to do a song. And they say, okay, we know that tune. Because they're like proper pros, innit? So I say I want to do Come Fly With Me. I turn up. I've got like my fucking Trilby fedora hat or whatever Frank Sinatra used to wear. I thought I was a legend. And then they've counted in 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like I was expecting it to be like the record for some reason with all the orchestral pieces, but this jazz band was just a 3-piece piano, bass, and drums, and it was quicker than I thought, and I fucked it up, and I couldn't hardly sing it anywhere. I was shit. I basically said to them, "Oh no, can we stop? Can we go again?" They wouldn't listen to me. This band, man, they just kept blasting through it, and I had to do the walk of shame. I just walked out of there, man, with all the wine drinkers just staring at me, man, thinking I sucked. You get me? I got back that night to my bedroom in London, and I lied down to go to sleep because I had to be up at work at 4 in the morning. And I just thought to myself, I can't do jazz anymore, man. I'm not good enough. These guys are like literal beasts. They're proper pro musicians, man. I wouldn't ever consider myself a proper musician, man. I'd only consider some of these jazz guys. They're sick, man. I don't even know how they do it, but they were very mathematical, some of this stuff, and I didn't really like the scene. I felt it was a bit snobby in there. I'll go into that in another video. We're on a songwriting video right now, man. I need to shut the hell up. But basically that night is when I decided, man, you're not going to be a pro player. You're not that good at guitar. The only thing you've got is your voice that's different to anyone else. Because a lot of people can shred guitar, but guitar is going to sound like a guitar, man. Like I figured, like, I've got one voice. It's the only unique thing I've got. So let's put all the time into songwriting, man. So I started doing that, man, and here we are today. I think it was a good decision, man, because I'm still not a great guitar player, and when you're trying to be the best in the world at being like the technically best in the world at something, you're never going to win. You're just going to be frustrated, to be honest. So, but I do think you can win in terms of just being yourself, because no one can. It's cheesy, in it, but no one can be you. Like you can just. There's only one of you, so I just try and win on being unique if it's a competition, and I am a little bit competitive. Anyhow, let's move along, man. This is my second tip, yeah. This is what I do, yeah. So when I make a song, I basically I get the melody first before the lyrics, and some people get the lyrics before, but I actually get like a nice bit of guitar going, and then I start singing like a load of rubbish over the top, words that don't make sense, and then fucking people, man. People are weird, man. I hate the neighbours, bro. And I start singing like a load of rubbish that doesn't make sense over the top of these chords, and I just love melody, so I'll make sure the words, like I'll try and figure out a melody, how I can surf. I figure it like surfing. I try and surf a melody over these chords, and I personally like to record the song as we're going, so I'll record it straight into the computer like a loop. So I like play guitar line and I'll loop it round and then put it on the speakers and just start trying to glide over it. You know, if I got one, I'd be like, well, I wanna. Sorry, I'll try and glide over it with a vocal melody, and then I'll say random words, but some words might stick. Like, for example, I did a song called "Freedom in a Padded Cell." Some of you may have heard it. Go check it. I'll put it on the screen. The song there, like, you know, I was going, I found freedom in a padded cell. Just random, man. I just thought, like, what the hell was I? What the fuck am I saying there? And then after, I think, oh, that was hard. It must have come from my subconscious or something. Sometimes you can just say sick lyrics and then so hopefully I can get a sick lyric randomly, and then I'll make a whole song around that. I'll be like, okay, that sounds sick. Let me try and bring some of my inspirations into it, what I'm feeling at the time, and we'll make something of that lyric because I think it sounds hard. That's just how I do it, man. Some people, and this is what I struggled with personally. Some, like, I call them Bob Dylan types. You get a lot of artists that are like, they write down a ton of poetry and shit, yeah, and they'll be like, yo, I've got this like mad song I've written, but they ain't got like the music. They just got like a fucking poem, really, yeah. And this isn't a bad way to do it. It's just not how I do it. But I've tried to do this in the past and it hasn't worked for me, and I always felt guilty because I don't fucking like writing poetry and shit, because it feels like I'm in the Victorian age, and I just want bangers in it with beats I can feel. I don't like reading dusty poetry. You get what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, man. People love poetry, man. Yeah, you get me? I always felt a bit guilty, like I wasn't a proper artist or songwriter, because I didn't dig the poetry and I didn't get deep with it, like with the lyrics. And I've tried writing lyrics out before I make the music, and then I'm like, well, how the fuck am I gonna fit that around the music? It's got nothing to do with it. So anyway, I couldn't work out how the fuck to do that. Sometimes I will like I'll write stuff in my phone. I'll have like cool phrases I've written down. Do you know what I mean? And I'll make a fucking song out of that. Like I'll put like fucking Bonnie and Clyde or da 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 or this saying or that saying, and I'll come out and chuck that lyric in a song, but I won't write out the full lyrics, man. It's just not for me. This is another thing I've noticed here, man. Um, there's some songwriters out there, and this isn't a bad thing either. I just find it very confusing. They'll have like a certain songwriters or certain guys or girls will have a set of songs, like a set of 5 or 10 songs, which they writ when they were like fucking 14, and they'll like drag them around with them everywhere, recording them again and again like 100 times, and keep like touching them up and touching them up and perfecting them. And then they release them, then they take them down, then they re-release them, and like it's like, bro, like this is what I think. Yeah, I'm not being a bastard. It's what I think. When I see that happening, when they're not actively making new songs all the time, it goes back to my first point, innit, where the guy said like, yo, make 10 songs, pick the best one, and then fuck the rest of them off. And that's how you do it. For me, it's a numbers game. Like, you might get lucky with them 10 songs you wrote when you were 14, but there's only so much you can polish a tune. Like, a good tune's a good tune, innit? If you got a nice chorus, you can dress it up a million different ways. It's still gonna be the same tune. It might sound different, and you can like, it's either gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So I see a lot of guys like dragging around the same 10 songs they've had since they were 14, and I think that's fucking crazy. Obviously, I don't say nothing to them because I'm not mean. I'm not a mean guy. You know what I'm saying? And one of their songs might be a fucking massive tune as well. So I'm not always right, man. I'm just giving it my 10 cents out here like we do, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm just raw talking. And yeah, this is another thing. When you're songwriting, yeah, it ain't always that fun. People always say like, oh man, I wanna like jam with my friends. I love jamming and smoking weed and like getting fucked up. That's what I would like it to be like. Do you know what I mean? So I just have a few beers with my pals, play some PlayStation, and then get some banging tunes. For me, it doesn't work like that. I think it doesn't really work like that for a lot of people, and they end up wasting a hell of a lot of time. And because I don't want to go and work in any of my old jobs I've used to had, because I fucking hate working a job I hate. You know what I'm saying? I just work super hard and like try and make at least one song a day. Even if I don't finish it, like I might just make a chorus and a verse, and then the numbers start to add up, and you go back on them after a month with fresh ears, and you say like, oh, that one was the good one, the rest of them suck. Do you get what I'm saying? You come with it with a clear head. But yeah, a lot of people don't talk about like with songwriting. I feel like if you do want to do it properly, there is a lot of lonely hours that go into it. It's not always fun. It's not always with pals either. That's just for me. Some people like to work with pals all the time. They don't like to write on their own. I can't do that because I'm a control freak. Do you get me? Hope that made sense, man. It's not all fun and games. And yeah, man, what I tell new artists, there's no point aiming for perfection. I've tried to do it so many times. You're never gonna get a perfect song. There's always gonna be something wrong with it. So just write the fucking song and don't think too much about it, man. And then just put it out. Do you know what I mean? Get a pool of songs and put some out. Like I honestly think the best thing to do as an artist is get the song out there, even if you hate it so much later. Like I've got songs that are out there that I'm cringe to hell to listen to. I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. But I got used to it just being out there now, and like some people enjoy it. Like the ones you cringe at, some people enjoy. And I've got better at over the years of catching the ones which I know are going to be cringe. But I think it's all part of a development of an artist to just release stuff, man, and be cringed out by their own work, man. Everyone pretends like you should never be cringed out at your former self or your old songs or your old artwork. I think you should, man. I think it's healthy, man. You were younger, innit? And you're going to be cringed out because everyone is. Do you know what I mean? It's just being human, man. Stop trying to hide it. I wish someone told me that, man. Stop trying to hide the fact you're a fucking human being. You get me what I'm saying? Go back in and write another song and have a beer and shut the fuck up. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd say don't aim for perfection. Do you get what I'm saying? I always have to check myself for that. Don't aim for perfection. Just have fun with it. Do you know what I mean? And this brings me to my other thing, yeah? This is going to be one of my last points, man. I'm riffing on this, man. I'm surfing a wave right now. yeah, I see some Instagram guys, you know, like they pop up on the reels, and they'll be like, the reason why you're not doing well as a musician, because you're not treating. Oh, you fucker. What I'm saying is, there's this guy, yeah, and he's like, hey, the reason why you're not doing well in music or your songs ain't doing well is because you're not treating it like a job. He says you're not treating it like a job, and like, I do sort of agree with this, man. If you want to do well, probably take it serious and treat it like a job. But at the same time, man, treating everything like a job will take the fun out of it, man. So I've sort of taken the fun out of my thing a little bit. That's just a bad trait I have, man. I like to take stuff seriously, and I take the fun out of it. And yeah, so I'd be wary of taking the fun out of this shit, man. Even though people give you advice to try and earn money and shit, man, it's not all about money, man. You have to check yourself sometimes. And if you're doing this songwriting for money, you're probably gonna be upset, man. You're probably not gonna earn fuck all. Do you get me? And this is my last point I'm gonna say. Yeah, sorry, my phone keeps falling off and being a dickhead. Make sure you only ask people's opinion who you respect, man. Because if you ask any guy, oh yo, do you like my song? And he says, oh, I don't like this, I think you should change that, yeah? You gotta ask yourself, do you respect that guy, man? Do you even rate what he rates? I've asked so many people in the past, like, oh, do you rate my tune? Do you rate my tune? And I even used to send it to online guys, like you fucking pay them to review your tune. This was years ago. And you fucking pay them money, and they go, and you get some guy's opinion going, oh, I think the song could go here, I didn't like the lyrics. What the fuck, man? What the fuck am I paying some prick to fucking tell me my song's shit? Or some fucking loser that sits in his mum's fucking basement telling me that I suck, man? Don't fucking listen to people you don't rate on their opinions, innit? You always have to check yourself, man. I'm always out here trying to chase some dickhead's fucking respect who I don't even give a fuck about. You get me? Anyway, run over, man. Hope that helps some budding songwriters out here, man. Enjoy your life, man. Peace.
Please don't let this peace defeat me. I wish I never took the